What's going on, Boulder?
We don't have to do anything. We're going to outwork them. We're going to out-recruit them. We're going to out-scout them.
Chopping up with our guy Dukes, the Scoop. Check him out. Link is in the description below for his YouTube channel. He is growing and he is building up around here. So, Dukes, man, I appreciate you pulling up per the usual. Let's talk about this upcoming game. Buffs versus Cougars. We got BYU and Colorado, man. This is our last hoorah of getting to see Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter play together. Shiloh, he's about done. You know, all the seniors on the roster, man. It's going to be cool to see them, you know, wrap things up with hopefully a bowl victory. Talk to me, man. Offensively, man, what do you think Colorado needs to do to be able to pull out this W?
They're gonna throw the ball a million times. They may throw it 70 times. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, listen, they might throw this thing 100 times, man. Like, it don't matter. I don't care. It ain't no game plan. Shedeur, Travis, LeJohntay in the one. Everybody, the whole squad, their last hurrah. They might run the ball 5 times. I'm telling you, it's Shedeur time. And you know, so as I got into what they would need to do like if it was a regular season game, I think it would be different. But being that he got these guys to come back and play in this game, to opt in, Shedeur to Travis one last time for everything that Travis has been good, man. Shit, Travis might get 18 balls, dog. He might get 20 targets, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, opportunities are gonna be endless. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it's a testament to Coach Prime, man, being able to get all his players to play. Because I love that he said that, man. We finished what we start, right? Yeah. We don't opt out. We're going to play in his games. We're going to finish what we started. And that's the plan for the people that plans on sticking around at the program. Like losing players into the portal or whatnot, you recognize, okay, you know, it happens. Guys are going to decide they want to go somewhere else. And that's cool and all. But for Prime, man, that was the one thing he said. Yeah, losing Nikai Hill-Green, which sucks. But at the same time, you understand. You know, he he's going to go see, you know, what else is out there for him. And he's headed to Bama. But Prime basically said, we finish what we start. And I love that. That's probably like the best thing that I'd heard out of all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way he did it, you go back and you get the most insurance that's ever been provided as far as to a college team for one game. That's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, I think he was getting like numbers that were, if I'm not mistaken, numbers that were comparable to what people get for a season. Mm-hmm. Like top picks that they're getting for a game, which is it's not just like we're just going to provide opportunity to build our culture, but we're gonna protect you as well. And I'm gonna protect you the same way that I protect my own flesh and blood. I think that's huge, man. So by being able to, that's another selling point recruiting wise. But yeah, but as far as the game goes, I think defensively it's gonna be a really good game, a really big game for the defensive line because BYU is very multiple on offense. They will throw the ball, but they're also going to run the ball. So I think that when you have a team that wants to run the pass are predominant. I would call, like, even though as well as they did through the air, they're predominantly running team and they run to pass. So I think it's going to be big for the defensive line to be able to stay home at times, right? When you're and knowing that, okay, let's be smart about it. If I'm getting to the quarterback in 2 steps, they probably wanted me to. So it's going to be a game where the defensive line is going to have to flex a little bit of that IQ as well. To be sound in their in their explosion off the line. But I think if they could do those things, the Colorado should be successful because they're going to throw the ball. So defense going to be on the field. They're going to throw it. It's going to be some quick strike scores. You better believe it. So I think it's going to be a really big test for the defensive line, and I think you'll be seeing them rotate heavily. And you'll see some younger guys get in, too, some of those guys who have red shirts that they're going to be able to play in this game. So I think it's going to be a dope experience, and I can't wait.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited to see it and see exactly how they go out there on the offense. Like you said, we already know Shedeur is going to be out there chunking that thing. This is a good warm up before spring. You know, their pro day just for the fun of it. Well, in all actuality, we know that they don't really even need that because they're just that good. That's top 5 picks. You got 2 guys right there guaranteed top 5 picks. And like I said, the defense wise, got to stop Ratzliff, man. The young quarterback there at BYU, man. He's pretty up and down, but he's pretty solid. Like he shows up and he shows out, and he gives you a game, but he'll also get a game away. And sometimes, like I saw that last year was the big thing I saw with him giving it away, but he actually will also do what he needs to do to win those as needed. And so I'm looking at the defensive side of the ball too, though, for Colorado, man. I love how with Rob Livingston's defenses, second half they show up. Yeah. Right? Like they'll make those halftime adjustments and you'll see it. You would like to see it in the first half, but hey, first half you're still filling each other out, trying to understand what the offense is going to present itself and everything, and then you really try to hone in on that. But he's been great in the second half of making adjustments, and the defense has done a good job of not giving up as many points. Man, what do you think is the reason why with Rob and them that they've been so good second half like that?
I think it's almost like it's information, like anything in this day and age is information is paramount, but it's also not just like YouTube is everywhere. Like anybody can go on YouTube and figure out how to basically do anything. You want to learn how to start a car using rubbing alcohol, you probably could on YouTube. But it's not just about the information being there, because everybody who plays the game gets information in the first half. It's what you do with it. And I think there are certain calls made to see what you're going to do if we come out in this front. And I think ahead of time, it's like, okay, we're going to come out wide 9 and see how this looks. We're going to come out pinch. We're going to come out with a 5 technique. And then we get the look of what they're doing against these things. And now we say, all right, now we're going to go 3 technique. Now we're going to go 7 technique. Yep. You know what? I think Keaton Wade is a better fit for us going wide 9 on these particular plays. What are they doing when they're getting this man look? Okay, cool. They're going to keep like Texas Tech was a perfect example. First, they messed them to death running mesh concept, rub routes. First half, messed them to death. And then you see what most people do is sit back in a cover 3 or a cover 2 shell and say, okay, you're going to have to beat us down the field. And if you want to run this ball underneath, there are going to be 4 or 5 guys on this level that you want to run in this 3 to 5 yard mesh. And we're just going to sit back and make the tackle. And by being able to do that and running some zone blitz, they were able to change the game around to where they said, well, damn, now we have to start to run the ball. Because in that game, you didn't see Taj Brooks get off in the first half. You saw him get off in the second half when they said, all right, cool. We're going to take a step back since y'all want to mess us to death, and we're going to keep everything in front of us. So they forced them into running while they were down. So that worked out for Colorado, right? So I think that as far as being able to do things in the first half to get your answers, I will say this. If I were to phrase it, he asked questions in the first half with their sets and with their schemes in order to get the answers for the second half. And that's how I would describe what Rob Livingston does.
That's a good way of putting it. That's a dang good way of putting it. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be a fun game. I'll be watching it. Might go live right afterwards. I don't know if I'm home. If I am, I will. If not, but I'm stoked to see this game go down. So this is our guy, Dukes the Scoop. Dukes, man, thank you for pulling up and hanging out with us once again, man. Tell the people where they can find you. You know, all your content everywhere, but where can they find you, Dukes the Scoops?
Man, so first of all, always, man, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Dukes D Scoop, DUKESTHESCOOP. But in the meantime, when I'm not on DNVR with the DNVR Scoop, when I'm not on the pregame network with You Tell Me with Uncle Neely, and also the pregame breakdown that you'll probably should be one dropping today. And when I'm not on the CU Flex with Well Off Media with my man Bucky, a.k.a. Deion Sanders Jr., go to at Dukes D Scoop on YouTube, my own channel, at youtube.com/ at Dukes D Scoop. Go check me out, man. I go live probably 2 or 3 times a week. I just started it. We got monetized in 2 weeks, 4,000 watch hours and 4 shows, which is damn near unheard of for a brand new channel. So I just want to thank everybody for supporting. I want to thank God first and foremost for making it happen. And now I'm just looking to grow, man. Maybe one day, I could be like my man, Unfair. Maybe one day I can be, maybe it can be fair to me, man.
Yeah, we got you, man. We gonna get you there, my boy. And that's our whole goal now. We're gonna get Dukes up there in the big numbers. So check them out. Appreciate you pulling up here to the prime time for college football, dog.
Yeah, for sure, man.